Ladies and gentlemen, we're back with another UFC Vegas breakdown. Hot off the controversy that happened last Saturday night. I can't believe it's actually, come to fruition where we talk about it all the time. These fights have got to be rigged. There's something that's just not right with it. Finally happened. The FBI is investigating. It felt good to know that the worries we've had over the years actually be true. We're not just going crazy, because it felt like for the past month and a half, I've been like going crazy because there's just weird shit going on every single week. But this could be the cleanest week we've ever seen. The refs, the judges, the fighters better not look like they're doing anything fishy. Otherwise, the FBI might come knocking. So this might be the best week to actually, find some bets. I brought in the big guns, Parlay Princes, joining me tonight for the breakdown. How we doing tonight, brother? Appreciate it.
Let's go. I'm doing great. Wednesday night, and I missed Contender Series. It's rough having to go from Saturday to Saturday, but we're back at the Apex off a rigged weekend, so we'll see how it goes. I'm feeling good.
Let me get your thoughts, or like, what was it like for you on Saturday? Were you watching the fights? Like, did you know that it was going to be fishy before the fight, or how was your Saturday going into the Dulgarian Del Val fight?
So I'm mad at a lot of y'all because no one told me about this line movement. I don't be checking this stuff afterwards. People are like, yeah, people made millions off this. I'm like, where was I? Because I had a plus 17,000 odds parlay. The only thing that lost was Dulgarian, which is diabolical. But watching the fight, I haven't remembered Dulgarian's fights enough to watch this and be like, what the hell was that about? But watching the commentators just tear him apart and all that, it just, then you see the line movement. The line movement gives the entire thing away. Forget the performance; it's the line movement that's just like, the biggest red alert right there.
100%. Dick's Insider in the chat. Hey, Drive, congratulations on receiving your snitch black belt this week. Well, boys, it just pisses me off, all right? It was like finally I saw it coming before it happened, because every week we break down these fights, right? And we say, well, this fighter could win this way, or they should win this way, because that's how it logically happens. And then a fighter would go out there and not do what they should do to win the fight. And then we're like, well, it doesn't even matter if I break the fight down, because this fighter's not going to do what they're supposed to do. So for once, we got to actually, or at least I did, I actually got to see the line movement, hear all the controversy, put all the pieces together, take myself back 3 years ago when I was sitting and watching an Apex card on November 5th? When Derek Minner and Shailan Nurdimbeke were about to fight, and I saw that line take off on the Nurdimbeke side, and I'm sitting there with a Derek Minner ticket in my hand. And I said, well,
oh yeah,
well, this, I hope I'm right? I hope I'm right. I hope Derek Minner goes in there and just finishes him. But that's not the case, because that was a thrown fight. So once I saw this Saturday, I said, I know exactly what's going on. It's going to be a fixed fight. I'm sitting there with my fiance, and I'm like, I'm showing her the pictures of the lines. I'm like, this is going to be a fixed fight. Like, I guarantee you it. And then exactly what happened.
Good for you, bro. Cause that was a few thousand, right? Wasn't it?
Yeah. I mean, I was like kind of panicking, because I was like, I didn't want the lines to get taken down. I didn't want to like put too much on it, because then like they might take it back, or like my account might get flagged or whatever. But I put enough to get myself out of my Dulgarian position, right? And then the odds were so big on Del Val round one finish, Del Val inside the distance. I was like, let me just chuck a few hundred on this, because the odds are so big. And it happened, man. It happened. So I'm not even like happy that I made money on it. I'm just happy I knew about it before it happened, that I could be ready to like accept it. Like if Dulgarian just went out there and got ran through in round one, and I didn't know about the line movement before, I would have been like, this guy fucking sucks, dude. Like, what is this guy doing?
Yeah.
But if I knew about it before, I could at least prepare myself. And then once once he shot that takedown, dude, and he didn't get it, and he was just like on his knees.
When he was doing that thing where his arms were back, I was like,
God.
what is this?
Oh my God. I mean, this is all allegedly, right?
Yeah.
This is all allegedly.
We're just playing a character here.
It felt like Dulgarian went in there, like maybe trying to get guillotine, because Del Val has a pretty good guillotine. But Del Val wasn't going for the guillotine. He was just trying to defend the takedown. So then he like just went on all fours, let him take his back, and then stood up so that Del Val could get his hooks in so that he could really take his back. And then he's like defending the choke for about a minute, but he's not getting himself out of the choke.
I know. He's not touching, like, it's just like common sense. Even if you've never fought before, someone's got their arm around your neck, you're going to want to peel the hands off. It's like, diabolical.
It felt like multiple times when Del Val had his back and he was looking for the rear naked choke that he could have taken one arm and like fully gotten himself out of it, or like worked to get the body triangle unlocked. He was just kind of defending it, but not trying to get out of it. You know what I'm saying? So
it's weird because I think he's good enough where he could have told everybody, bet on me going decision. He's good enough to control the fight that way. Like,
yeah,
I get it. The odds are crazy for round one on the other guy, but
yeah, I don't. That's the weirdest thing though, is like the fact that if he did this, right? If he did this and he lied to the UFC before the fight,
yeah,
they asked him about it. Like, I'm actually tending to wonder, like, was somebody's life on the line? Like, did this dude have to go in there? And I think that might be his best defense. Like, if it is true that he went in there to throw the fight, his best defense is probably like, my life was on the line. Like, there's somebody being held hostage right now, and if I don't do this, they're gonna die. Like, that's probably his best defense, honestly. So
I don't even believe the injury thing either. They even asked him, "Are you injured?" Granted, he could have lied about that too, but like, I don't even think it's an injury. I think this is just like straight up, he did what he did. You know,
I mean, he said that he didn't have an injury, but even if he did, like, I think he puts on a better performance than that.
Yeah.
Like, crazy. I'm gonna hit these chats and then we'll hop into this, but it's just so fun to talk about, honestly.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Some people are giving me shit for it, but hey, Jeff, for the people, how we doing? Daniel Forrest, I appreciate that. In the words of the great Larry the Cable Guy, and I do mean snitch in a good Christian way. There we go.
Goated movie.
Truly believe after his interview with MMA Junkie, someone called him like, let's make it happen. You know what? That could be interesting. Because I remember watching that interview because I was trying to get some insight on Dulgarian during the week. I'll watch some interviews and I came across that one. And I remember him talking about the betting stuff. And I was like, that's kind of weird.
Yeah.
And then immediately when I knew, like, when everything happened, I was like, I remember that fucking interview that I listened to 3 days ago. That was fishy as fuck. So crazy stuff.
Which
ref should they investigate first? All of them, bro. All of them. Del Val versus Iverson 2026. Bro, the fact that, number one, Del Val came after me saying I was a salty sports bettor. He doesn't even know what the fuck just happened. Okay,
I heard about that.
He thinks he's the best fighter in the world.
He thinks he's Khabib. He thinks he's Khabib right now.
You beat a guy that it was intentionally trying to lose, allegedly. And then you're going to come at me when you don't even know what I did on the fight. Like, I'm just calling it how I see it, right?
Yeah.
And then there's a bunch of dumbasses that think that they're just so smart that they picked Del Val. And then there's Cubans. There's Cubans out there commenting on these posts being like, "No, you just don't know Cuban strength. The Cuban takeover, bro. Like, get the fuck out of here, bro. Just because you're Cuban doesn't mean like you're some unbeatable MMA fighter." It's so
the line movement, people. That's all you gotta look at. Is the line movement. That was too ridiculous. Apparently, it was like $16 million was wagered on that fight. Like, are you kidding me? That is unheard of.
That's insane. If that's true, which I kind of think it's true, but
yeah, you don't know what to believe with all these like meme posts, but
you don't know. How do we feel about Hokit KO round 1 or 2? Salikov by round 1 KO, and Joseph Morales by sub, or a sneaky hider versus Jamal not to go the distance. I think those are probably pretty solid.
Yeah, I like all that.
Probably pretty solid. Hey, John, making it all make sense for the casuals. I try. We try to dumb it down as much as we can, but sometimes you can't get it dumb enough, you know? Did you see the fight with Dante Johnson fighting McVeigh this weekend got canceled? Yeah, because I think he had like a 14-day medical suspension, which is pretty normal, you know, for a guy that fights. So
he said Reese is stepping in. Is that true?
Yeah, Zach Reese is stepping in.
Interesting.
As of like an hour or two ago.
Interesting. I gotta think about that shit.
195. Disgusting fight, man. Disgusting fight.
Yeah, Zach Reese always lets me down. That's my guy right there. But Zach Reese, bro, he's like the young Kevin Holland. I don't know what to do with him.
Oh, he's the mini Tom Aspinall, bro.
He's trying.
Where the fuck did my mouse go? There we go. Hey, Jav Yadier insulted me and told me to go take a. Oh my! Because I said the FBI is going to bring evidence of corruption to light. Didn't blame him for anything. Dude, I literally had Del Val's coach, Del Val's tattoo artist, Del Val's barber, all commenting on my shit.
Wow.
Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, get some common sense, man. Get some common sense.
That's insane.
The FBI is investigating this shit. You didn't win a clear fight. And it's not even knock on Del Val. I like Del Val. I think he's a good fighter, but
just do what Delgarian did and just disappear from Instagram.
For real. Onama took a round 1 dive too. I heard that that Onama fight was it's not being investigated, but I heard it was flagged for because that dude Harry Mack that tweeted that or said other fights on the card were being flagged. I heard Onama fight was one of them.
Don't they have the same coach? Or am I wrong?
Same coach, same manager too, I think. But breaking news: BJ Penn just got arrested again.
I believe it. What are the odds on that?
Oh, I mean, 6-time. I mean, he's trying to break Dumas's record.
Yeah, he's going for it.
Bulgarian, he's eating steak this month. I don't know if he's eating anything, bro. And eating frosted honey buns from the county jail commissary. Hey, those frosted honey buns are fire, dude.
Yeah, those things hit.
I love those. So, I mean, if I was in prison, I'd do everything I can to get those frosted honey buns. Maybe not everything. Maybe
I was gonna say everything.
I would hustle though. I would hustle.
I would do anything for a honey bun.
He did. He said for assault. Okay. Frunza also got flagged 2 Kraus guys and a non-Krauser. Yeah. The Frunza one is weird. I just think he's that bad on the ground. That was believable, at least, you know?
Yeah.
Just because it's flagged doesn't mean it's like being thrown, by the way. For anyone that doesn't understand. Just because it's flagged doesn't mean it's a fixed fight or anything.
Everyone was saying Dumas second round sub. I'm like, bro, I don't know how you could just assure Dumas is going to make it to the second round. Let's not get carried away here.
Yeah, that was
it was weird, but
it was definitely not a submission that he needed to tap to, but it was clear that he's always been like that. If he's not having his way, he'll take the door out, you know?
Yeah.
It's more believable. Hey, Job, did you also notice Edgar Chavez also came out saying he was offered $1 million pesos in Mexico to throw a fight, but he said, hell nah.
I did hear about that. I don't know if that's true.
It's only like $52,000. I wonder what fight, because he's definitely taken a couple L's. So,
how much do you think? I'll ask you a question real quick. How much do you think Bulgarian should be offered if this were to ever make sense for him? Is this like a $200,000 thing? You think it's around the Vince Morales $70K line? Do you know how much he gets paid to show and win or anything like that?
I think it was his second contract, or maybe the last fight on his contract. If it was the last fight on his contract, he's probably getting 15 to 20.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. 2020
to show up.
So you could offer him 100. You could offer him 100. He might take that.
Yeah, but even 100.
No, I get he's a hot prospect. He has a path to at least the top 15. You know, it's not worth it to me. I'm just.
Yeah, no, I get it. If it was 100 and the UFC didn't come to him before the fight and ask him, then I can see it. But they allegedly, they caught him before it was about to happen. And then he like you should stop right there. Like you're caught, dude. You're caught. Like you should stop.
It's too late though, because everyone has his money on him now. He's like, he almost like has to do it. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah, but like the sports books, they're not gonna pay it out. Like they're not gonna pay out all that money. You know, they're at least like the huge bets. You know, the huge bets have to get cleared. I'm sure there's some clause in all their terms and conditions where it's like if there's some betting integrity or whatever, like they can take the money back or they don't have to pay it. You know, so yeah, it's very weird, dude. Didn't Steve will do it? Buy that guy a house and had a watch party with other YouTubers that day too? I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. All right, let's hop into these fights. That's enough scandal talk for the day.
We'll be back.
We'll be back. Hopefully, we won't be back with anything here. You know,
I kind of hope it's real, just because I want to see some drama.
Yeah, I mean,
it's not good for my bets, but
the Kraus scandal's like still going on, so it's not answers for that. So it could be a long time before they actually figure anything out. But
crazy.
All right, first fight of the night that we got: Miles Johns taking on Daniel Marcos. Johns coming off the loss to Gene Matsumoto at the Apex earlier this year. Daniel Marcos coming off a loss to Montel Jackson, his first career loss back at UFC Des Moines in April. Looking at this one, I see Daniel Marcos is a minus 185 favorite. Miles Johns plus 160. I kind of think Marcos wins a decision here, but I don't know that's going to be clean. I think it could probably be close at the Apex. I think Johns could get some cage push, get a couple of takedowns. Don't really think he's going to do too much with it, but I think Marcos probably wins a damage-based decision. I think he's better at making his opponent bleed with the elbows. I think he's got a little bit more volume, just much sharper striking. But I could see both guys getting tired, both guys catching some shots early on and late. So I think it's probably back and forth. Probably goes to decision, but I think Marcos probably gets his hand raised. What you think, bro?
Yeah, I agree. And I'm going to go through this stream and try and disagree on some things. But if I agree, I agree. I'm sorry. I don't like streams where people agree the entire time. Yeah. So I'm going to try and find some disagreements here. But stylistically, I do like Daniel Marcos in this more. Miles Johns tends to kind of die out a little bit, like towards the end of the second round, third round. Definitely hits harder, which is a little scary. But, Marcos is good at kind of staying on the outside, very well-rounded. I would give, like, the takedown ability slightly to Miles Johns, maybe a little bit better on the ground, but I'm just praying Daniel Marcos stuffs some of them. I believe they both are pretty decent at getting some takedowns too. How many did Marcos had? Yeah, Marcos had 3 takedowns against Jackson, 2 against Gimenis. So I like that for him here if he has to use it. But I'm going Daniel Marcos, and I agree with the decision here. These guys are decision machines recently, so it makes sense.
I know, dude. They're both decisionators. I think the only way it finishes is probably like some type of flash knockout.
Yeah. You can maybe if you like going crazy, maybe fight ends in KO. Doesn't matter who gets it. It should be plus money.
Oh, it should be definitely plus money. Over 2.5 is minus 350. What is it? Marcos decisions probably like even money. Yeah, about even money. Can we fucking load there? Even money on the Marcos decision. I think that's probably most likely.
What is John's KO is plus 950? Oh no, okay, never mind. They're moving.
Yeah, it looks like it. John's KO.
Oh my god.
Plus 950.
I'm not taking that, but
like both guys are just such decisionators. Like I actually think Johns could do he could knock some guys out. It just seems like he doesn't go for it that much.
Yeah, like, Miles Johns, out of his 15 wins, 4 KOs and 2 are subs. So only 6 finishes out of 15. I think Marcos is close to the same shit. 17 wins, 8 finishes. So he's halfway there.
Yeah, I think ends by split plus 400. Wow.
Yeah, the thing about this card too, every single fight I could see a side for both guys. So like from like a prediction standpoint, I hate this card. Betting it might be good for us, but prediction wise, it's like if people picking Miles Johns, I'm not mad at you,
Yeah. You said you just spoke it into existence. John's KO. Worth the spend. Plus 950 is pretty
Plus
low.
950, yeah. I got one or two parlays for y'all at the end. Some reckless stuff.
John's gonna get chinned. Mark my words.
Fight ends in KO. There it is.
I think it'd have to be like a big knee or something. Big knee on a takedown attempt, which Marcos is capable of, but it's very low percentage. Marcos KO is probably plus 365, probably plus 400, plus 440. Yeah, as much as I want to, go opposite and say this fight ends inside distance, I don't really think so. I think it probably goes to decision, boys.
As you say, gun to your head.
Yeah,
we're going decision.
Yeah, I feel like every dog on this card could be alive in some fashion.
It's fucked up.
Matt Johns, he can't be taller than 5'3", respectfully. Yeah, that dude is like the muscle hamster, dude. He's bald for one, but he's also jacked as fuck.
The mini tank.
I was watching his fight with Felipe Lima today. It was at 145. That dude looks swole, dude. Like, you can tell he has so much muscle when he's not at 135. Like, he just balloons up. Like, the muscles just fill up with water. He definitely takes his creatine, I can tell you that.
Yeah.
Miles Johns has to wrestle where he's getting pieced up. I don't think he's going to get pieced up, but I think he's probably going to lose if he doesn't mix in some type of wrestling. Let's move on to the next one. We got some women's MMA. Lesbo versus Lesbo. One's Brazilian, and one has short hair. One does not. So I give the lesbian advantage to Denise Gomes here.
100%.
He's also, both of them. They're both UFC Lesbo couples. We got Tisha Pennington, Rocky Pennington. We got Denise Gomes, Carol Hosa, and I think Jessica Andrade joins sometimes whenever they're feeling freaky.
It's funny you brought it up because I was going to. Usually it's lesbian versus like a straight girl, but lesbian versus lesbian is slightly rare.
Yeah, and like both power couples, man. Like this is a big fight. This should be on the main card.
Who's Denise Gomes date?
Carol Rosa.
Oh shit! I didn't know that.
Yeah,
damn.
And they also train with Jessica Andrade, who's also part of that club. So
also scissors.
Imagine that threesome. That could be wild.
That could be live.
All right. Denise comes in here minus 180. So another pretty closely lined fight compared to some of the fights we've been getting on some of these cards. But Denise goes minus 180. Tisha Pennington plus 155. I'm going to let you go first on this one. We got the over 2.5 at minus 350, under plus 280. So they're expecting it to go to a decision. Do you think it makes it there? Who do you think wins?
Yeah, another one where it's like whoever you pick, I'm not mad at it. Tisha Pennington is the vet. She's been in the UFC for 10 years, which is fucking crazy. Denise Gomes has been in the UFC for 3 years, so like a prospect, but not really. Power advantage, you got to give to Denise Gomes. Stylistically, it should be a striking battle. I personally would give like the takedown ability, maybe ground game slightly towards Tisha Pennington. And I like stylistically just how she can try and pick her apart in and out of range. And I like Denise Gomes' loss to Angela Hill as well. That kind of means a lot to me. I feel like if you're losing to Angela Hill, there is a chance you're going to lose to Tisha Pennington. Some of you guys do know I love my point spreads too. So if you're too scared to bet on Tisha Pennington, the point spread is there for like some little minus 150 maybe. My pick is Tisha Pennington. I don't know if it's gonna be my bet, but my pick is Tisha Pennington. Just don't get punched in the face too hard by Denise Gomes and stay outside. Just kind of a little pick her apart, little point battle, and it could be another split decision right here, which is disgusting. I do see it over 2.5, but, if you're a degenerate, maybe fight ends in KO, which really shouldn't happen. But we've seen some women fights not go the distance recently. So I'm going Tisha, guys. I'm sorry.
Daniel Forrest says Pennington by Splitty City.
See?
Denise by scissoring. Benjamin is getting the W.
Scissoring.
I actually feel like Denise gets the KO. Tisha's 37 years old, 36.
Yeah.
Never been KO'd, never been dropped.
There is a crazy age gap too, 36 versus 25. It's what, 11 years.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the plus 3.5 on Tisha is like minus 200 something, dude.
I just wonder if Tisha might have the speed advantage still. Do you think so or not even though she's 11 years older?
Yeah. I think Pennington's probably a bit quicker, but in the smaller cage, like I don't know that's really going to matter. I think smaller cage kind of favors more physical fighters that either hit harder because they're there to be hit, or they're good in the clinch or like good grapplers, you know? So I think Denise probably wins based off of that. Like I don't really think Tisha just fights on thin margins, man. She's always in close fights. So she could make it close here. I think that's pretty realistic where it does come down to a close fight. But I think Denise's probably going to land the more impactful shots. I think Tisha's leg kicks like aren't really going to do much. Like she's kind of a side kicker, leg kicker type of thing. She does have some decent combinations on the feet, but it's kind of just like run at you and punch and then run away. I think Denise's kind of a little bit more calculated. She lands harder, lands more flush. I do think she's a good clinch fighter as well. She's not very good at getting the takedowns, but she'll just like throw her combination, fall into you, grab you, hold you up against the cage, knee you in the clinch. If the takedown's there, she might get it. But I'm not sure that she's going to get a ton of takedowns on Tisha because Tisha's, seen much better grapplers in her day. So it probably just comes down to who does more damage. I think that's probably going to be Denise Gomes.
Yeah, I'm kind of scared, as you said, I'm scared Tisha kind of wears the damage more too a little bit. She has fought some demons and has never been finished, at least with those demons. I forget if she's been finished in her whole career or not, but fought Angela Hill, Rose, Andrade, Joanna, Wei Lee, Dern, Richie, and never got finished. So I'm kind of, praying off that better competition.
She got taken down by Jessica Andrade 10 times.
That's disgusting.
Disgusting. At that point, it was the women's strawweight record, I think.
Yeah, it's almost impossible.
I think somebody just broke it recently, but I'm not sure who it was. I can't remember.
That's not good.
But that was like Andrade's prime. You look at her then compared to now, like it's night and day, dude.
I'm shot. I still bet on Andrade. I'm shot.
I bet on her last fight too. She just let me down against old what's her face? Lupi Godinez.
Yeah, Lupi.
Gomes decision. You're not gonna get much, man. You're not gonna get much. Where the fuck is it? Minus 105.
What's Gomes KO?
Gomes KO plus 500.
Oh my God, that is worth
plus
it.
500.
I'm gonna write that bitch down.
Splitty City, if you want to go with Tisha Pennington plus 850. Plus
you know me.
Wait, what's fight to end by split?
I guess like plus 250, maybe. It might be more.
Fight ends in split plus 350. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, first fight was plus 400, and that's plus 350. That's disgusting, boys. That's disgusting. Couple of fights that probably gonna pass on, or maybe just take the overs. I mean, you could start off your night with a couple over 2.5s in a parlay. You might just cash the first two fights. There you go. You're probably still gonna lay some chalk on that parlay, but Andrade going to give Gomes the game. Gomes inside the distance. I don't think she finishes Tisha Torres, dude. I don't think so. More aggressive in the small cage. Chicks don't really knock out each other chicks, too. Yeah.
We've been seeing a lot of finishes recently, whether it be KO or subs.
Kind of have. A lot of women's finishes have been happening, except when I bet on Ardeline to get a KO,
Except when I bet on Jasmine Jasdavicius, she gets slept in 30 seconds.
Yeah. Yeah, I had the over 2.5 in that one.
Yeah, nasty.
Hey, Jive and Parlay Princes. The Apex card is massively underrated. So many great matchups with the future of the UFC and right a week before UFC 322. Absolutely, bro. I actually think there is some good matchups on the card.
Yeah, I like this week. I like this week way more than last week.
Agreed. JJ Ayala 02. What's going on, brother? I remember you in the chat. Thank you for joining. I would like to take the spread, but I don't want you saying I'm a bitch.
Point spreads. Don't worry, guys.
Don't take the point spreads, bro. If you actually think Tisha wins a round in this fight at minus 240, just better money line, plus 155. Maybe she can win 2. Like, well, what's the odds like she wins 2 rounds? Maybe 50%, maybe 45%.
Yeah, I think it's 50-50.
50-50 that she wins 2 rounds. So plus 155 should be the bet.
Yeah.
Anything, but
I might like the strike numbers on that shit. See what the strikes are.
Yeah, that's that was a tough one for me to figure out. I actually just locked in my DFS plays, but they're high numbers. So I mean it's kind of tough. Like both girls have pretty good striking defense, but both girls have decent volume. So it was tough for me to figure out. Ultimately, I lean towards Pennington lower than 70.5 because it's a high number, but I could see it going over. It's not
you said it's at 70.5? Is that what you said?
Yeah, 70.5.
Yeah, that's high. That's pretty high.
High. All right, let's get to some big boys. We got Josh Hokit taking on Max Gimenis. Hokit made some waves on the Contender Series after getting a round 2 TKO, and went on the mic, did his Strickland impression / Colby Covington impression / Charles Radke impression. Did his best, and the UFC probably enjoyed that because they're giving him a guy that literally does not have a fight that you can find to watch in Max Gimenis.
That's my issue here.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what to say about the guy because you can't find any of his fights. But if you do some research on the guy, obviously he's a huge jiu-jitsu practitioner who has competed in a lot of jiu-jitsu matches. So he is going to come in here, probably look to use that jiu-jitsu, but I'm not really sure how he fights. So he does have one loss, and I think it was to an absolute can. Most of his fights have been against absolute cans. Most of his wins are in round 1. All of them, except for one of them, I believe. But I think Hokit he's probably just way better at MMA, honestly. I don't really think Gimenis is going to have good striking. He's a jiu-jitsu guy who's also kind of big and I would assume pretty slow. Hokit's a good athlete, played football and wrestled in college, went to the NFL. I don't know if he got drafted or if he signed as a free agent, but he went to the NFL and he was a running back in college as well. So, I mean, running backs at the D1 level, they're fucking good athletes, man. They're really good athletes. And I think Hokit's a good athlete. I think he's a very confident man. So I'm not sure that he should go to the ground with this guy with absolute confidence. But if he does, I think he'll probably be strong enough to fend off some of the submission attempts. I think he'll probably be able to land a ton of ground and pound because he's pretty good at landing ground and pound. And on the feet, I think he's a solid striker. I think he's a decent boxer. Definitely got some power in his hands. He'll probably be a lot faster. So I think Hokit gets it done. I could see a round 1 KO. I'm going to check the odds on that. But what you think about this one, bro?
Yeah, honestly, it's rare I pass, but I pass on fights like this. I can't do it. I don't know enough about either guy, and I just feel bad giving a prediction when I literally just don't fucking know it all. So
yeah,
the pick is going to be Hokit, but I'm not even touching this fight at all whatsoever. If I doubt what are his KO prop? It's probably dog shit, right?
Yeah, KO is minus 135.
Yeah, that's it's not as bad as I thought it'd be, but there's some fights I just stay away from. There's someone else on this card too, Matt Schnell's opponent, his first or the tough win, the tough championship. I just stayed far away from that. I saw how he fought, and now I know how to approach him betting wise. This one, no fucking idea. So I'm just passing completely.
So the guy that Max Gimenis lost to was 2-4.
Wow.
And he knocked him out in the first round.
Yeah, both guys. Well, I guess it's really just Hokit. Hokit 3 KOs, 3 subs, so all his wins are by finish. But Max has a decision in there. That's not good. It's not good.
He's had a ton of grappling matches, dude. Holy shit.
Wow.
He's losing to He does have a win over Dylan Dennis in grappling.
Really?
2016. But Dylan Dennis is a lot smaller than this guy.
I was gonna say, how did that happen? What weight class is that at? Though the weight is crazy. If this is real, it said on ESPN 230 pounds for Hokit, 265 for Max. So
yeah,
if there's a 35-pound difference, that's a little crazy.
Yeah, Hokit's definitely not a big heavyweight. He's just gonna have to rely on his speed.
Yeah, I was gonna say speed will be there then.
Explosiveness. Hokit KO1 plus 215.
I like that.
Decent plus 220. Yeah. Could be a nice little leg in like a round one long shot lay or something like that. But yeah, not going to be a bunch of involvement from me on this fight because we literally don't know what Max Gimenis looks like in MMA.
Yeah, how I better pick fights is I literally just try and envision that shit in my head. So when I can't see it, it's impossible.
Hey, Jai, why are you telling me you're claiming you played football in the NFL with Josh Hokit? I did not, but would be interesting to be on a football team with Josh Hokit, you know. I bet he was just an animal in the locker room, probably just being an absolute demon. Hokit should KO this guy in the first round. I agree. Hey, Jai, I wouldn't lie about playing football with Hokit. It would be easy to prove he was a liar, which he isn't. I'm surprised you're still confident betting in a system that you bro.
It's not that bad, guys.
It's been rough. Like every single week, there's some wild shit. Like I kind of become numb to it at this point.
Yeah, literally, me too. I'm like, all right, whatever. I lost the parlay by 1 too, the Jake Matthews shit. Like I'm just used to it at this point. It's whatever.
Bro, when that fight got stopped, the Waldo one, I was like, bro, it's a fucking eye poke. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
And then they go back and look at it, clearly an eye poke. I'm like, okay, it'll be a no contest. Like, we can just move on from this, right? We can just move on. Then they fucking started the fight up. I was like, no way they're doing this again.
I know. It's insanity.
They're doing it again.
Do you remember when Cub Swanson won a robbery in the Apex? I think it was against
Dawoodu.
Yeah, bro. I had a free 25 to win $1,000 on like a 10 leg. That's the only one that I lost. So ever since then, I'm just literally, like you said, I'm just numb to it.
Bro, his like 3 kids with like nerd glasses.
Yeah. They're making memes like those are the judges.
Yeah. The 3 judges that scored the fight.
Even Cub was tight. Cub was like, "You gave this shit to me."
They just felt bad for him, man.
I was like, bro, free 25.
Dawoodu. Where the fuck is that guy been, dude?
Yeah.
All right, let's go to more women's MMA. Why not? You know, and we got I think they could both be. I mean, I know one of them is Bueno Silva,
lesbian
from Brazil. OnlyFans as well. Jacqueline Cavalcanti. I'm not sure what's going on with her. Maybe asexual. We're not sure. But she's on a streak in the UFC, undefeated. And she's coming in here as a pretty large favorite to Bueno Silva, who is once fighting for the title, once favored to win a title fight. So right now, we got Bueno Silva at plus 225, Jacqueline Cavalcanti minus 265. The over-under, 2.5 rounds, over 2.5 is minus 380. And the under 2.5 is plus 303. So they're expecting a decision. And if they're expecting a decision, it's probably going to go to Cavalcanti, in my humble opinion. But Bueno Silva, 3 losses in a row. I'm pretty sure this girl is trying to figure out what the fuck to do because she had her title chance. She blew it. And then lost to, what's her nuts? Who'd she lose to after she fought for the title?
She lost to Macy Chasson and Jazz Vicious.
Yeah, she got that elbow, which a fight that it was kind of competitive, but I thought she was winning.
Yeah, she was winning that.
Maybe she was on her way to lose after she got taken down, but fight got called, and then she went down to 125, like for some weird reason. I think she went to the Fighting Nerds, and then maybe they said, you probably do better at 125, So they moved down to 125, which she was originally at, which got into the UFC. She loses to Jazz Vicious, and now she's going back up to 135. don't like that. I think Bueno Silva is kind of a head case. Like, she is bouncing around gyms. She was at American Top Team for the longest time when she was on her title run. And now she's with the Fighting Nerds. She doesn't fight all that often. It doesn't really seem like the girl ever improves. She's just kind of the same fighter she's always been, which is an aggressive striker on the feet. If you take her down, she's going to look to try to submit you, but her wrestling sucks, so she can't use the best part of her game, which is her submissions. So I think she probably loses a decision here because Cavalcanti's not going to shoot a takedown. I don't really expect Bueno Silva to get Cavalcanti to the ground, at least not easily. And if she does sell out for it early, she's probably going to gas out. Cavalcanti's big for the weight class, so I think Cavalcanti wins here. It's going to be a decision most likely. Bueno Silva's pretty tough, but she's just so damn hittable. Like, she's kind of slow too. Kind of slow, but she does have a good clinch game. So if she can get into that clinch, I think she could work Cavalcanti a little bit. I just don't know that's going to be enough. So Cavalcanti decision for me. What you think?
Yeah, I wish Bueno Silva could win a decision because it's plus 450. So will I add that to some parlays? Yes, but is that my pick? No. I got to go with the younger prospect in her prime. The age is something to look at slightly. 34 and 28. One girl's entering her prime. One girl's exiting. 2 inches of height for Cavalcanti, 4 inches of reach. I like that for her too. And it's just Bueno Silva, like, you're betting on her because her ground game, but she never really gets takedowns. So I just can't bank on that. This isn't a female Chimaev here. Been in the UFC for 7 years, has only gotten 5 takedowns in her total career. So terrifying, but something to look at is level of competition. That does kind of scare me for Cavalcanti a little bit. The people she's beaten, I just don't value at all.
Yeah, they're bad. They're really
yeah, like fucking Josie. Was it Josie Nunez? Is that her first name?
Yeah, I mean, her best win is probably Melissa Croden.
Yeah,
well, it wasn't even in the UFC,
Yeah. So that's
maybe Nora Cornell. That's not that bad.
Nora Cornell. So like while Bueno Silva is fighting Jazz Davicius, she's fighting fucking Zara Farn. What is it?
She is the worst to ever do it, man.
Yeah, bro. She's disgusting. Those were good times. You could just fade her at all costs. So yeah, my pick is Cavalcanti. I hate the minus 200 decision. I'm pretty confident that it does go decision, like you said, but I just can't put that on a parlay. I can't do a method of victory minus 200. I refuse to.
Yeah, right now, Cavalcanti decision minus 190.
I can't see anyone getting a finish. If I do, it's Bueno Silva getting a fucking freak submission.
Damn.
That's it for me.
Yeah. And like, if you're going to play Bueno Silva, it's probably got to be a submission. Like, I guess maybe she could win a decision, but this girl, I think all of her wins in the UFC are by finish, except for one, and it was against Wu Yanan. And Wu Yanan is up there with the worst to ever do it. So, yeah, it's kind of a disgusting fight, but I gotta think Cavalcanti wins a decision here.
Yeah, I almost pick flipped. It's just the non takedowns for Bueno Silva. I just can't do it.
I will say this though, like Cavalcanti's not some elite talent by any means. So
yeah, that's the other side of it.
Right on thin margins. So I mean, if I'm looking at it from a money line perspective, like it's probably dog or pass because Bueno Silva has pretty much all the finishing upside here, outside of maybe an elbow like she got finished against Chase on.
Yeah.
And Bueno Silva, maybe she can win a couple rounds, man. Like with judges, you never know what the fuck they're gonna do. But she also could be inflicting some damage as well. So
yeah,
dog or pass money line perspective, but it's probably just a layoff of that one, boys. Bueno Silva got experience. She definitely does. Stay away fight. I wouldn't use Ajay Mulat about in this fight. Well, I'm not giving you any, brother. Imagine switching gyms to improve your skills and end up the exact same. Exactly, dude. What is she better at? I don't know if there's anything. Dude,
she was never really a nasty striker. I was just, bank on her, lay and pray, and get a submission.
The way that she got that ninja choke against Holly Holm, and then in the title fight, she was like trying to get a ninja choke every time that Pennington was close to her. I was like, you're not gonna get that in a fucking title fight, man. Like,
Nasty.
get out of here.
Did Holly Holmes retire after that? Was that her last fight?
I think she had one more. I think they gave her Kayla Harrison after that.
Gotcha. Oh, that's right. That's right.
And she got fucking
Jesus.
beat
That
up
was
after
free.
All right, we got Hyder Amil taking on Jamal Emmers. Emmers comes in here off the round 1 knockout to none other than one of the worst to ever do it, Gabriel Miranda. Hyder Amil comes in here off the KO loss to Jose Delgado, goes out there, gets chinned in brutal fashion, a fight that I was really looking forward to watching, and it ended that quick. I was a bit disappointed. But now coming in here at the Apex, hopefully Hyder doesn't come out with the double knee sleeves, even though he's one of the only guys that I can remember that won with the double knee sleeves. I think him, Francis Ngannou, like those are the only guys that I can remember winning with double knee sleeves. Jamal Hill definitely couldn't do it. Neither could fucking Jared Gordon. So, I mean, Hyder's got that dog in him. You know the guy's going to push a heavy pace. You know he's going to have a ton of output. You know he's going to be aggressive. So I look at this one. I think Jamal Emmers needs to get a KO early on in round 1, most likely. Otherwise, I think Hyder's going to take over. And the way that Emmers has been fighting, it's like he's going for the KO early, man. Like this guy used to be a point fighter. And his last 3 fights, he's either gotten a KO 1 or he's been knocked out in 1. And he should have gotten a KO 1 against Nate Landwehr. But Nate is Nate. And he's just going to fucking dog it out. And the moment that Nate started to pressure Jamal Emmers, he fucking folded. So this is an interesting one. I think this is probably a fight that I would look towards some type of prop. I don't really like either money line because right now, Hyder Amil is a minus 146. If it gets out of round 1, I think you might get like a decent live betting spot, or maybe if you can live bet during the round 1, you might want to just see how Jamal Emmers is dealing with the pressure because maybe he's piecing up Hyder Amil, but you don't think he can keep it up for the whole fight. Like, I think Hyder can keep it up for as long as he needs to. So I think Hyder wins. I picked Hyder for my pick, but at minus 146, like round 1's probably not going to be great for him, or at least early in round 1's probably not going to be great. You know, he's at a reach disadvantage. Emmers is a really good athlete. Hyder's kind of plotty. He needs to eat a couple before he can get into the inside. So if Hyder can survive round 1, I think he takes over. But I'm going to check out these props. What do you think?
Yeah, I like Hyder Amil in this. I might be biased just because I like his fighting style a little more. It could just be me, like that bar fight, get in your face, do what you got to do. The Delgado loss for Hyder Amil, I'm okay with that. We just saw Delgado do his thing out there against Wood. And Emmers, I think you mentioned this too. Emmers is more hot in round 1. You know, he kind of fades as the fight goes on. So if it goes the distance, I'm like super set with Hyder Amil. It's just that round 1 does scare me for him a little bit. Like I said, gets in that bar fight, gets clipped by accident. Jamal Emmers does hit hard too. Can get takedowns as well. You know, it's just a matter of if Hyder Amil stuffs him. I don't mind the price tag, honestly. If he was like a minus 300, I'd be shitting myself. But minus, what did you say, 146, something like that?
Yeah.
I do lean his way a little bit. I could see how it's like slightly a pick 'em. I think Emmers has like nice reach advantage, 4 inches of reach. Just depends if he used that advantage or not. But I am going Hyder Amil, and if you want to talk about like a prop, I like under 2.5. I kind of like this not going the distance. What about you?
Yeah, let me pull up that price. Under 2.5.
Fight ends in KO.
Yeah, that could be nice. Under 2.5, minus 190.
Oh, wow.
Ends in KO is minus 185.
Ooh, not that good. I need that plus.
Yeah, that's I mean, what's end by sub? Plus 625. Probably
that could be sneaky for the Emmers side, maybe.
Could be a club and sub. It's kind of like It kind of reminds me of that Tom Nolan Charlie Campbell fight where both guys are like just gonna go after it, and then end it in sub. Give up. One guy gets clipped with something, they get hurt, jump on the neck, it's over. But I don't necessarily see that happening at a high clip here. I did want to check out the Emmers round 1 is plus 500. I think that's kind of his win condition, honestly.
Yeah.
I think he's probably got a KO in 1. Emmers KO 1.
I like how Emmers has 8 losses and 5 of them are by finish. And then Amil 1 loss, and that was a finish as well. So I definitely expect a finish in this fight. On paper, it makes sense. Just a matter of what happens.
Yeah, if they were both like, Hyder was kind of like Iron Chin before he got chinned by Delgado. The thing is, sometimes like when you get KO'd that early, like I almost think you can wipe it away, man. Like,
yeah, I agree. People just get caught. It happens.
You just get caught. Yeah. So I would definitely trust Hyder's chin and pace and just overall durability. So I do think he should be a favorite here. But I think Emmers could KO him early. But I think most likely it's kind of like a Hyder KO 1 or KO 2. Like it could be late round 1 or in round 2. Like if they go into round 2, I feel like that's gonna be a long 5 minutes for Jamal Emmers, man. Like
what's Hyder round 1 KO?
Round 1 KO for Hyder plus 450.
Wow.
Round 2 is plus 575. Yeah, it's not bad.
And what's Hyder KO?
KO is plus 140.
All right, it's not god awful.
It's not bad. I'm pretty sure he has like 4 or 5 round 2 KOs.
Wow. If you guys haven't seen the Hyder, Amil, and Lee fight at the Apex, that shit is so funny. Definitely watch that. 30 seconds long. The commentators are screaming like Mickey Mouse. It was so funny.
That was insane because I had Hyder Amil over 40 and a half significant strikes.
What do you get?
He got 42.
I got to give a shout out to Hey Jive too. This is not a paid advertisement. Before I made a channel, I would take your underdog fantasy plays. I would just literally take all of them and just say a prayer because like some will hit, some won't, but you still become a positive. You turned my account from 100 to 700, cashed it out, and then I did the same thing to my girls' account because they were offering like deposit 100, get a free 100. So I put 100 in, cashed out 700 on my girls' account too. So this guy knows his strike numbers for sure.
There we go. Dude, actually, my one of my buddies started telling me on my daily fantasy plays, maybe like a month ago, maybe.
And those are strike numbers.
Yeah, the strike numbers. And he hit like a huge parlay. He sent me, or he bought me a pair of Travis Scott shoes as a thank you.
Sick. You saved me for the Izzy card. I lost 500 on DraftKings when Izzy lost to Strickland. But then on the flip side, I won 500 because of the underdog fantasy. So yeah, thank you.
Dude, there's a lot of times where like some wild shit happens and everybody gets fucked. But like, if you just would have played the strike number,
I know.
You
they stopped doing it in New York. I'm so pissed. Even in Connecticut, you can't do it because that'll save my life sometimes. I'll get all my parlays wrong on DraftKings FanDuel, and then thank God I did the strikes because shit adds up.
Yeah, because I don't really think I'm like the best at picking fights. Like, who do you win? Like, who do you think wins? Like, I don't think I'm that great at it. Like I don't think I'm the best fight picker. But
I don't know. When you're confident, I get scared. You were like super confident one time on DDP. I forget if it was the Izzy fight or not, but I was like, you made me pick DDP because how confident you were. I was like, fuck this, I'm jumping ship.
Yeah, it worked out. I was definitely sweating it though. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that I was fucking very, very nervous.
It happens.
Almost had a fucking heart attack. when he shot that takedown, I think in round 4.
Was it the Izzy fight? Was it that one?
Yeah, it was the Izzy fight. He shot that takedown in round 4 and like face planted into the canvas, and then took like 5 seconds to get back up. I was like, "No, we're hooked."
Some DDP shit. Perfect.
All right, let's go to a middleweight bout here. We got Christian Leroy Duncan taking on Marco Tulio. Tulio comes in as the favorite, sitting at minus 182, CLD plus 157. Marco Tulio, maybe one of the hottest prospects right now. Norma Dumont certainly thinks so. She got a big win last week. Was it the right decision? Probably not. Marco Tulio coming in here against CLD. I think Tulio is probably the rightful favorite, but I think it might be a little bit pricey. I think he's probably going to have the grappling edge against CLD, not to the point where he's going to go to take him down to the mat and like rinse him, but I think he can mix in some takedowns. You know, he's got a win over Usuri on the Contender Series, 2 years ago, which has aged pretty dang well. And I don't really think any of CLD's wins in the UFC tell me much about him. Yeah, I mean, he's beaten the Tolulins, the Hiberos, the Pulaevs, and the 40-year-old Eric Anders, who is checked out at this point, man. So I think CLD's fight style is like kind of just a bunch of bullshit. It's just throwing a bunch of bullshit out there, and then maybe he can catch you with like a big shot. He does have, a decent amount of volume. He's pretty good in the clinch, nasty elbows, good knees, and he's just a good athlete, man. So, I mean, I think this is a competitive fight. I think it could probably go to a decision. I don't really see either guy catching each other with something massive, and if they do, I think they got good recoverability. So, I actually think the fight goes to decision. Do I want to bet it, though? Do I want to put my heart through that? Do I, want to sweat that out? I'm not really sure at the moment. But from a money line perspective, I think it's Tulio or pass, just because I think the grappling upside is a little bit too big to ignore. But I don't think I'm going to play him at minus 182, man. I don't think I'm about that, because his wins are really, like, UFC wins are not good, man. Like Ihor Potieria, Tresean Gore, they're terrible.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of hype on him. I think is a little bit inflated right now. But what do you think, bro?
Yeah, this is the one that kind of scares me. Like, I really like Marco Tulio's style, like what he's been doing. But like you said, it's just kind of lower level competition. Just feed him some, like, lower level people and watch him do his thing. And he does it, which is good. It's not like fucking Navajo Sterling that keeps going to a decision. Both guys are finishers technically. Duncan does have 5 inches of reach on Tulio, which is a little bit scary, but like you said, it's a lot of bullshit, point fighting. Like, I feel like just Tulio is really trying to hurt you more than Duncan's trying to hurt you. It really comes down to that. I like some of Duncan's level of competition on people he's fought, like Petrosian and RoboCop. He lost him, but he didn't get finished by RoboCop. That means something to me a little bit. RoboCop is terrifying. And between both guys in their UFC careers, only one takedown has been landed combined. So this should just be a little stand and bang mode on UFC. But maybe Tulio mixes it up and gets some takedowns, and that's his path to victory. And like you said, decision. I love the decision. Don't really love the number. I thought it was going to be something crazy, like they're expecting him to get a finish. I don't think they are. I think it's like even to the KO number. I think it was like plus 180, or you have them up there. Plus 180, I think, for Tulio decision, something like that. So I wish it was a little crazier, but I think Tulio decision does make sense here.
Yeah, Tulio decision plus 185, plus 200 on, I think that's DraftKings maybe.
But I am scared for this one. This could be like a fraud check central raw, and everyone has Tulio in their parlays, and then he just, gets knocked out second round for no reason.
Yeah, it's like, I'm not really sure he's, the second coming of Jesus or anything, where a lot of people are kind of rating him, but
yeah,
I think he's good, man. I think he's he's definitely got a good arsenal of tools to use. And I think if he uses all of his tools, he can win.
Yeah,
not sure he's going to, though.
This will be the perfect step up in competition for him, though. Like, after this, we'll know what Tulio is really about. Yeah. So just be careful with this one.
Yeah, definitely a good fight. Like, this is probably one of the best fights on the card, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, matchup wise, both are good prospects. I think if CLD can can stuff the takedowns. Maybe he could work him in the clinch a little bit too. You know, if Tulio's shooting sloppy takedowns,
Yeah,
they can pay for it.
Maybe he gets tired too, and that kind of throws a little factor in there.
Like the Bulgari fight was not really impressive at all. Like I remember watching that fight, and I'm like, I don't know, Tulio's not like amazing, but it is tough to take down a guy at 6'5". So
yep,
it's fair. And he really looked to grapple him as well because the range disadvantage was big. And that's kind of what worries me here against CLD is always at range, always like just way out of range where you can't even touch him. And then he's going to dart in with something, get back out the range, or keep you in the clinch. So I think that could kind of fuck with him because Trayshawn Gore is always there to be hit. Like he's always standing right in front of you. It was like fighting a punching bag at that point.
Yeah.
And Potieria's, he moves a bit, but he just kind of clipped him, and it was over in round 1. So the range could be a factor for CLD, but ultimately, if I had to play anything on this one, I'd probably take the over 2.5 at -120. But I
like this because both guys are quick too. It's not like one's quicker than the other. I think they're both gonna. It should be like a slight car crash, hopefully.
Yeah.
Smaller cage too.
Smaller cage too is kind of why I think the grappling could be a big deal here. Tulio decision is the path, though. I kind of agree. Fight ends by KO is a lock.
T-Swizz. What up, T-Swizz?
T-Swizz. Fight ends by KO.
T-Swizz the Bull Rider. What up?
It's +110.
For what? What do you say? Oh, fight ends in KO?
+110.
I'll definitely add that to some parlays just to kind of hedge on my Tulio decision.
For the +150, I have no problem backing CLD. It's fair, bro. It's fair. Duncan can definitely surprise people here. I agree. If he had like a good win in the UFC, I would be more inclined. But like his wins are just ass, dude. Like really bad.
Yeah.
What up, Pasty? What's going on, brother? It's a close fight, but I think Tulio has the edge with the grappling advantage and slightly with the power too. Kind of agree, yeah.
I think he's just better stylistically overall. He's more him. He's more him than Duncan.
You gotta be him. You got Dumont, dude.
Bro.
Gotta be him.
Lucky bastard. I did a female tier list. Who was the hottest? I had Dumont at number 1. She did it.
Really?
Yeah, she won.
Was that like a hot take? Like, did you get shit for it?
It didn't really get as many numbers as I thought. I think I got like 40 views on YouTube. I was like, I was gonna blow up. Whatever.
Everybody go check it out. Tell them if you did it right.
Yeah.
Parlay Princes.
I did top 25, I think. So you got a list.
There we go. What up, Olajuwon? How we doing, brother? Thank you for joining tonight. T-Swizz. I see the fight looking like RoboCop versus Duncan. Duncan gonna take a beating. Wow. He did take a beating, but it was kind of a weird beating against RoboCop. He kind of just got bloodied up.
Yeah.
Hey, I've taken over YouTube. He's about to pass Guru. I don't think that's the case, but one can dream, brother. One can dream. Feel like Duncan is winning, bro. I could see it, bro. I could see it. Sean O'Malley held the belt and got the nod over Peter Yan. This shit is fixed.
That was crazy. That was
it's kind of funny. Aljo was on Helwani's show yesterday, right before Montoya, and they like kind of talked about it, the alleged fight fixing.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, "You got anything to say, Aljo?" You know?
For the fucking knee to the face. That was crazy. I was watching that like, what is going on right now? I couldn't believe someone can get a belt from that.
Last minute fight between, yeah, we saw that.
I heard that Kevin Holland got offered 1,000 blunts to fix the Malat fight.
I'm pretty sure Kevin has no problem getting the blunts that he needs, but
he's got some shmoney now. He's doing good.
Bro, I honestly wonder how much he makes per fight. It's got to be a lot, dude.
No, yeah, I heard it's like 250, anywhere from 250 to like 400.
Bro, if I was him, I would do the same shit.
Yeah,
your base pay is 250. Let me fight 5 times a year.
Yeah, fucking genius, millionaire.
Yeah, He's sitting pretty, man. He's sitting
Yeah.
pretty for a guy that is probably damn near fucking 500 in the UFC at this point.
Yeah.
He's sitting pretty, and he's not like blood and guts war every time out either. So
yeah, he could last a little bit.
All right, let's move on. We got Ricky Simone taking on old man Barcelos. Barcelos coming in here as the dog against Ricky Simone. Barcelos coming off the win against Cody G. Simone coming off the win to Cameron Smotherman. On the same card at UFC Atlanta, I was there. Neither one of these guys really impressed me in their fights, but they both won, so they're both coming off victories. Right now, Simone sits at minus 170, Barcelos plus 145. What you thinking here, brother?
Man, this is one of those fights where I'm really bad at picking someone. Like, every time I pick Ricky Simone, he either wins or loses, depending on if I pick him to win or not. He's kind of on the resurgence a little bit, but so is Barcelos. A little more vetty in this fight, but I do side towards Ricky Simone. But again, it's another one where if you guys are on Barcelos, I'm not mad at you. Like, it makes sense. He knows his path to victory. Cooked a lot of our parlays with the Peyton Talbot fight. That was disgusting. Who'd you have for that one? You had Talbot or Barcelos?
I think I played Talbot decision, which in hindsight, it's like, why would you not just take the fight to go to decision?
Hey, you were close. You were halfway there.
When it was literally like probably 10 cents difference, you know? So
you did better than me. I was on Talbot KO heavy.
And we got our money back though on Talbot's next fight. Say that.
I don't even know if I did. I don't know. I forget who I picked.
That was like an amazing spot. Talbot money line and then Talbot decision at like plus 500.
Sheesh. That's crazy. Good for you. Good for you. So I am siding with Ricky Simone in this. And I just kind of think he's better, faster, stronger. Slightly still in his prime, but not really. I think he's 33, 35. How old is he? I forget. I just know Barcelos is older at 38. I give the takedown ability slightly towards Barcelos, but I think Ricky can stuff the takedowns and keep this on the feet, get his own takedowns at times. And just like I said, a little bit better, faster, stronger. I'm going Ricky. I'm going Ricky decision. I can see over 2.5 going for this.
I picked Barcelos, but it was my least confident pick just because he's old and like I respect Ricky. I think Ricky could get an early KO, but I don't really think it's a high probability. Like I think Barcelos is probably just a better minute winner here. Like I don't think Ricky Simone's very good at all.
Yeah, I get it.
At distance striking range, like he doesn't win a lot of minutes, man. Like just doesn't really have the game for it. It's kind of just like a big overhand or a big right hand, and then the takedowns and the grappling.
Yeah.
And if he doesn't get the grappling here, I think Barcelos probably wins. So that's why I picked Barcelos. Because I think Barcelos' defensive grappling is going to be more than good enough to fend off Ricky Simone. Simone's not really like a big jiu-jitsu guy. Yeah. And I don't think you're going to hold down Barcelos. Like he's just too good on the ground. He's just too good overall, man. He's a crafty vet.
We've seen Ricky choke a lot too. So, thankfully he's had 2 wins recently, but if those didn't happen, it'd be Barcelos for me day and night.
Yeah, I mean, Barcelos 2-0 in 2025, wins over Peyton Talbot and Cody Garbrandt. Couple of big names. I mean, Ricky Simone could be another name for Barcelos. And one thing I've noticed this year, man, no USADA. These old guys are winning fights, man. Yeah. They are winning fights.
Jacked up.
I mean, Barcelos looks old as shit, but, his body is still in.
No, he's still there, yeah. He's still getting to it.
Still got that six-pack, broad shoulders, muscled up. Cardio looks fine, so.
Look what he did to Talbot. He's like a young prospect stud, just fucking 30-27'd him. Or was it 30-26 even? I forget.
He worked him bad, dude. He worked him bad. And he took some shots there against Talbot as well. Yeah. And he also landed a couple of shots. So that's what kind of gives me a little bit more confidence that if Ricky does land a big right hand, like he might be able to eat it or at least recover from it, right? So it's Barcelos or pass right now for me. What did I say? The odds were plus 145 on Barcelos. I do think it's probably a decision for Barcelos, which right now is plus 235.
I like Ricky's like level of competition a little bit more. These are losses, but like Uriah Faber, Font, Yadong, Bautista, Oliveira. I kind of like that form a little bit, but is that enough? We'll find out.
His 3-fight losing streak was like, that's a tough stretch, man. It was,
yeah, exactly. It was a rough one. Rough competition.
Bautista and Oliveira back to back. That is tough. There's one chat up here. Daniel Forrest wants to know, what is the most underrated fight on this card? Thank you.
Most underrated. I'll let you go first.
Underrated? I would say the Tulio Duncan fight, but I feel like it's not that underrated compared to like, I feel like that's a fight that most people are kind of looking forward to. So I'm not going to say that. I would say Amil and Emmers. I think that's a underrated fight.
Yeah, I like that one. I was gonna say maybe Ishmael Bonfim and Chris Padilla. That could be that can either be boring as shit or be like a full blown banger. And the Muslim Salikov one, but I think people are expecting that to be a banger too.
Yeah, that is the next one up, so I'm gonna leave that up. But there's not really much else I want to say on the previous one. I think we went over it.
Yeah, what's the over 2.5?
Over 2.5 is minus 240. Which, I feel like if it goes to decision, I feel like it's probably Barcelos, man. Like I think it could be close, but I'd rather take the dog if it's going to decision at that point.
It's a tough one. It's a tough one for me.
Subline. Pacey shouting out the subline 14-1 on sub. No way. There's no way he's subbing in fucking Barcelos. Pacey, what did you have to eat today, bro?
That was for anyone to get a sub or just
Simone.
Oh, okay.
Simone. She did sub Marab though.
That is true. That is very fucking true. I meant to mention that.
Simone is the original RDR. Once you give him credit for having success, he lets you down. Bro, did you see that thing that RDR said? Like, I forget what it said. He said he's still like feeling the effects from the fight. Like there's something medically wrong with him.
But he doesn't know what it is. Yeah,
like I think it has something to do with like his breathing or something. Maybe it's his fucked up ribs.
Yeah, I don't know. That's different. I saw someone post like a thing with his face and a quote. I didn't even read it. RDR, man, you cooked me. God damn it.
Gotta love him. Made me look like an idiot, man.
Rigged fight.
All right, Chris Padilla taking on Ishmael Bonfim. Bonfim coming off the KO loss to Nazim Sajikov. Chris Padilla on a 3-fight win streak in the UFC. He's undefeated in the UFC and undefeated as an underdog. Right now, he sits as a plus 175 to Ishmael Bonfim, who sits at minus 205. One half of the Bonfim brothers right here. Ishmael Bonfim losses in the UFC to Sajikov and Benoit Saint-Denis. Nothing to hang your head about, but wins over Vince Pichel and Terrence McKinney. So a couple of wins and a couple of decent losses. What you think about this one, bro?
Another tough one. This is another one where I don't care what side you're on because it makes sense. I really like Bonfim's fighting style. Is super aggressive, great striker. I thought he was winning in the Sadikov one until he kind of got pieced up. I forget if it was an elbow that hit him or something destroyed his eye, but those are the kind of fights I love to watch. And the Terrence McKinney thing we all know is nasty, that flying knee, disgusting. And like you said, his losses aren't bad. BSD and what was the other one? What was his other loss? BSD and who else?
Just Sadikov.
Oh, that's right. Okay, I mentioned that. So love his fighting style. Don't love Chris Padilla's fighting style. The Jai Herbert fight was way too close for my liking. I thought it was going to be an easy win for him, 30-27. That got a little sketchy. Both guys are fairly new in the UFC. They've been there for about 2 years. Level of competition, you kind of have to go with Bonfim. especially because that BSD fight. And I just don't like who Chris Padilla has fought. Mine is Jai Herbert. I enjoy that, but everything else, the line top, I guess Rongzhu ain't horrible either. Doctor stoppage on Rongzhu. We've seen Rongzhu just fuck up Steel. So that was a good win for Rongzhu. Man, this one I'm going back and forth. I was supposed to know for sure before I went on this live stream. Bonfim or Padilla? I kind of have to trust in Padilla a little bit here just to not do what Ismail Bonfim wants and to get into a fire fight like he did with Salikov. I think if Padilla can kind of do what he did with Jai Herbert, as horrible as it is, that's his path to victory here. Does he do that? I don't know. So don't bet your life savings on Padilla. But I am siding with Padilla a little bit. Just stay on the outside, keeping it safe, point fighting, maybe get a takedown or two. And we'll say a prayer, boys. I'm going Padilla. What do you got?
Well, Duke Conrad 8218 says he has zero doubt that Taco Padilla gets the win in this one. Quote me on that right fucking now, blood. Hey, I'm not sure that he is 100% going to win the fight, but I do think it's probably a dog or pass, man. I think it's
Padilla's the dog, right? I forget.
Yeah, Padilla's plus 175, man. And I think it's very hard for me to look at Chris Padilla and say this guy is a good fighter because I don't really know that he does anything that stands out to me. I look at Bonfim, I look at Padilla, I'm like, Bonfim's a fucking good fighter, man.
No, yeah, Bonfim is scary. That's the difference. Bonfim is scary.
He's skilled, man. He's sharp with his hands. I think he moves pretty well.
Yeah.
But Padilla just knows how to win. And I feel like Bonfim knows how to lose, man. He looks good until he doesn't. And I think Padilla, he has a good thought out game. He's very good defensively, doesn't put himself into bad spots, picks his moments nicely. He doesn't lose minutes. He's not out there just getting worked. And then he's not like a Cheeto Vera where he's getting worked and then is waiting for the right time to land a big shot. But he's not really, taking a bunch of damage. He's just kind of out there finding the right moment to attack.
Yeah.
So in this one, if there was a 50-50 fight, I'd be like, okay, I think Bonfim's probably the more skilled fighter. I'm going to take him. But he's minus 205. And I think the better winner here is probably Padilla. It's Padilla could match the striking. He can find bigger moments. He can land some damage on Bonfim, who just got caught with a kick to the face, got a cut, and took the out in the fight. And Padilla cut Rongzhu or blasted his eye with that elbow. Those are moments that can win you fights. So I think Padilla's the side as far as a money line perspective goes. I do feel like it probably needs to finish for Padilla to get a win, but not he could win a decision. I just think it's going to be tough. So where the over-under sits right now, minus 133, if it does go to decision, I probably favor Bonfim. I think he's probably the guy that wins the rounds here, but I don't think Padilla's going to let him slip away to the point where he can't win them. I think they could be competitive. So I might.
Are you scared for Bonfim in the later rounds or not even?
No, not really. I don't think he has a cardio problem. I just think if he faces adversity, I think he kind of wants out. I don't think he's very good in the face of adversity. I think Padilla just stays calm, doesn't put himself in bad spots either. Bonfim's very aggressive, so he has more openings to get hit with big stuff. Padilla doesn't really let himself, get in those bad spots. So
yeah,
I think Padilla inside the distance plus 240 could be interesting. Bonfim's all of his losses are by finish.
Yeah,
and I'm not sure that if it goes to the scorecards, I would feel great about Padilla getting a victory. So I might just go that route. But at the plus 170 where he's at, do I want to get cute with it and just take the inside the distance? Probably not. I might just take the money line and give myself at least some decision equity. But yeah, that's one of the spots I'm kind of eyeing up. I'm just waiting on the line because the line was a little bit worse today. Yeah, I mean, he was plus 170, so I moved up a little bit to plus 175 within the past couple of days. So maybe you get something better, but maybe this is the peak of it. Might be a good time to jump in. I was going to look at like a Padilla inside the distance decision, no action.
Yeah, this is really hard for me to like envision in my head how this plays out. This is a tough one. This is a tough one.
Yeah, Padilla inside the distance decision, no actions, pick 'em. So honestly, don't think that's bad. Like,
it's like Bonfim wants you to get in this firefight. It's like, what happens if you don't let it happen? Like, does this go his way or not?
Yeah, another thing is like the grappling aspect. Bonfim's not going to shoot any takedowns, man. Like,
yeah.
He's not going to do that. Like Padilla might, and Padilla has a good back take, and Bonfim's been submitted by RNC a couple of times. So,
what's Padilla's sub just for the hell of it?
Plus 515. Padilla sub.
Be a little long shot.
I mean, the way he took Yontop back and choked him out. Like, I know it's Yontop, but
yeah,
it was slick, man. It was quick. Yeah. So, yeah, it's Padilla or pass for me.
Yeah, 2-1 favorite on Bonfim's a little crazy. That's a little much.
Jimmy the Genie. I don't know if you could see my previous comments I left on IG, but my offer is still on the table. $5K if you can outpick me. We can do it on the upcoming pay-per-view, or we can spar.
This guy's going all in.
I honestly don't care if you can outpick me. I literally said before I'm not the greatest at picking fights because some fights I just don't really care.
Yeah, for 5 bands, I think we'll pass on.
Yeah, I probably am losing that 5K because I'm not the best fight picker. I can tell you that. I'm more interested on making money and on what I'm actually betting on. If you want to, I don't know what the spar means, man. Like, we can spar for 5K. Like, who's going to judge who wins in a sparring match? Like,
me, I'll do it. I'll judge.
It has to be a fight because, like, we're either going to fight till one guy gives up. In a sparring, when you spar, like, you're going to spar for a certain amount of time. And in sparring, you're not trying to kill the guy. So it has to be a fight where one guy's going to give up before the other guy does. So weird offer from Jimmy the Genie. I know I exposed your wild comment on my Instagram story and you got butthurt about it, but it's all right, man. It's all right.
The truth comes out.
It's all right. You know, I'm not like mad at you or anything. I just thought it was a wild comment because, I mean, it's very clear that that fight had some fishy stuff going on. And, you know, it's not because you picked Del Val that you're some genius, you know. So it is what it is, bro. Keep on moving on. I got better things to do than spar you. I'll tell you that. I like bonging. Bonging? KO?
I think you meant Bonfim.
Bonfim KO decision.
I like bonging.
Can't wait till they ban gambling. 3,000 BC to 2025. Yeah, bro. I don't think that's gonna happen. There's too much money in it.
No, yeah, there's no way.
People will still gamble. Guy below calls himself a princess. Is he transgender?
Princess, you fucks.
Bro, do you ever get pissed that you named yourself Parlay Princes?
Well, it was supposed to be because it was a second person with me, but he just lives too far away to link up. But the worst part is some people aren't even trolling me. They literally think it says princess. That's what drives me crazy. I'm like, bro, there's no second S. It's like if you're trolling, it's okay. If you're not, I'm like, I'm just concerned.
Would you ever change it to just Parlay Prince?
Nah, it just doesn't it just doesn't ring for me. It's got to be Princes. We'll get more eventually, but we're lacking. We're going Dolly right now.
The Parlay Princes Army. There you go. Trump will make it illegal. I don't think he's gonna make it.
Trump loves the UFC. He's probably betting on this shit.
JB says Jimmy the Genie is a dweeb. Be nice to him. Be nice to him. We'll have Moicano ref it.
Yeah.
That wouldn't be biased at all. Let's say.
Have you met Moicano? Have you chill with him?
I met him a couple times. Yeah.
Nice, cool.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know if he wants. I don't think he would care, but he messaged me a couple of times telling me to give him my picks. He didn't want to like do the research for him, but he wants to make a video on his YouTube channel.
That's so funny.
I said, buddy, you might want to get picks from somebody else.
A little copy and paste.
Oh, dude, you know what's fucking hilarious? Kind of embarrassing though. Steve Aoki DM'd me on Instagram the last 2 pay-per-views asking me what my parlays are. You know who Steve?
Wait, that's the DJ, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's hilarious, bro.
I was like, all right,
you got to sell them 5,000. Here they are.
No, I gave him some of my legs, right? They were ass, dude. Dude definitely lost all of his parlays. It was for the Ankle Live card and the last pay-per-view. And I swear to you, I think 4 or 5 of the favorites that I gave him lost. It was like Patchy Mix lost. He had him in like a bunch of parlays. Fucking Maxim fucking lost. Just like brutal stuff. It's like
if you give out your parlays, the chance of it hitting drops like 95%.
Yeah, no, 100%. It's brutal. Let's set it up at ATT. I don't live in Florida anymore, bro. So it'd be like the trek. So I'm turning down an Emmy fight for 5K.
And now they're gonna start saying you're ducking. Great.
I mean, the thing is, I'd have to win to get the 5K. Is kind of what I understand.
It should be 5K to show, 5K to win.
Yeah, 5K to show. You're gonna pay me 5K just to spar. Like I'm down, man. I'm down. Bro, it's delusional. You're gonna pay not to. Yeah, Money Moicano's not gonna show up for free, bro. He'll take his payment in Bitcoin. I agree with you. The odds were very suspicious. I was just saying, don't make false narrative too early. It was not false narrative, bro.
Yes, it's not a false narrative though. If we're wrong, it's one thing, but if we're not wrong, then
it was 100% accurate narrative. Wouldn't that be funny? The FBI investigation reveals Trump is behind it all. Yeah, I don't think that's ever gonna come out. Even if he was, it would not come out, dude.
That's the weird part of it too. That like the head, I don't know if it's the head of the FBI, whatever he is, but there's an FBI guy that loves the UFC. Trump appointed him. Dana loves Trump. Trump loves Dana. It's like, will anything ever come of this? We don't even know. They could literally just sweep this under the table.
Olajuwon, yes. Steve Aoki. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I gave you some losing parlays, Steve. I'm really sorry. Please don't be mad at me.
He was like, fuck, when he saw Patchy Mix out there just standing still.
Yeah, blame fucking Patchy Mix for me, please.
Yeah.
Big line movement doesn't automatically imply the fight is fixed, but you're right. For sure, that fight turned out to be sketchy.
Minutes before the fight, if there's that big, it does mean something.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like there's only 2 times we've seen that big of line movement, and both times the FBI was investigating. So
if it happens throughout the week, it's one thing, but like day of, a couple hours before, just that's not it.
Should have asked Steve Aoki to spar. No. Fuck no. Jimmy the Genie's in on the betting scandal. Hey, you knew that Del Val was gonna win. Jimmy the Genie versus Aoki, ref by Cash Patel.
Everybody knew he was gonna win but me.
Oh man. Oh, Jimmy the Genie must be at ATT all the time. Everyone's saying the fight is fixed. Is wild to be sure the line movement was weird, but you cannot say that Del Val takedown defense was top tier in the ground and pound, and to sub, who else would have made?
T-Swizz, no. Stop. Don't do this to me. Don't embarrass me, T-Swizz.
Can't wait for the plot twist on the betting scandal when we found out Derek Moneyberg asking fighters to Oh man. Imagine they find Moneyberg. Allegedly. Moneyberg, please don't sue me. All right. The chat is just popping off. I love it.
The chat's popping.
I love it. Moicano wants money. Dude, Moicano, did you see my tweet today? Somebody posted something like, tell me what fix. I put a picture of Islam versus Moicano.
That's good. I didn't see that.
Moicano fucking dropped him and then gave him his neck, dude. That was clearly fixed.
That was rough. I wanted to believe in it so bad, I just couldn't do it. I was like, bro, there's no way I'm picking McConnell.
Oh man. All right, I'm sorry, Sam. We'll go on to the next one. We got Muslim Salikov taking on Uros Medic. Medic coming off the KO win to Gilbert Urbina. Muslim Salikov coming off the KO win to Carlos Leia as a huge dog. Now stepping in here, Salikov sitting at plus 144. Plus 144 on Salikov, minus 164 on Uros Medic. Over 1.5 sits at plus 130. Under 1.5 sits at minus 150. What you think on this one, bro?
Another tough one, boys. Another underdog will be picked.
Oh,
we are going with fucking Muslim.
Whoa. What are we fucking?
I'll say his last name, Salikov. It's not even a stock report thing. It's literally, bro, this is a coin flip. Like, again, whoever you pick, I'm not mad at it. This should be UFC 5 stand and bang mode. They got the KO prop. Just fight ends in KO is minus 550. So that kind of says it all right there. It's just who gets hit harder and who clips that chin in the right way. And I think just Medic, the fact that he got dropped by Urbina really hurts my soul. The Soriano shit was horrendous too. 30 seconds. I had Medic that fight, of course. Super tough, guys. This is literally a coin flip. I'm going Muslim just because he's a goddamn underdog. I don't know. I'm going for value on this one. What about you?
Yeah, I'm going to go with Salikov as well. King of Kung Fu. 41 years of age. Probably more like 60. But Medic's chin, I just can't do it, man. Just can't do it. Honestly, I think Medic could fucking just smoke him. But if he gets touched, like he's gonna get wobbled at least, or he's gonna get dropped, and then it's like, how does the fight play out after that? I think the under 1.5 is probably the best play here, because Medic is like under 1.5 printer, and he's going up against a 41-year-old. So I mean, Medic could easily KO him in round 1. He's just an aggressive dude, but he's like a glass cannon, man. So
yeah, under
1.5, I think, minus 150 looks decent, but
there's a 9-year age gap, which is a little scary too. But I don't see like a speed problem with Salikov, so it doesn't like scare me too much. I don't think Medic is just like fucking speed demon. It is something to think about. 41 and 32. That's a big age gap.
It's like Salikov is like, he's so plotty. He's like kind of slow, but like he's explosive, man. He's like slow, but he's quick.
Yeah.
You know, like, I'm trying to relate this to something. I feel like you see these older guys, like older athletes. You ever play like pickup basketball where like these guys are slow, but they can hit you with like a quick crossover.
Yeah.
Where you're like, holy shit, like I didn't know you had that in your bag. Like that's Salikov, bro. Like Salikov, his spinning wheel kick is still fast as fuck. And he just nailed fucking Song Kanon into the third row with that 2 fights ago. Yeah. And then knocked out Carlos Leao. So I mean,
that cooked all my parlays easily.
That was insane, dude. Like he hit him with a crisp right hand and just like walked it off, dude.
That was only like 30 seconds into the fight too, wasn't it? Like in the first minute. Jesus.
First minute. Thank God I played the under 1.5 instead of Leao.
Wow.
So I was happy about it, but I know a lot of people that had Leao KO at like minus 105 or minus 120 or something like that. That's brutal, man. That's brutal. But I think Medic could KO him early, but he could also get KO'd. Under 1.5 is ultimately, I think, the best play here because Medic is a printer at that. And
if this goes the distance, I might retire because these guys both have 8 losses total, and only one of them, only one of those losses is because it went the distance. So these guys either get the finish or they get finished.
Yeah, I agree. Not a whole lot to say on that one.
I know it really that one's like the biggest coin flip on the card for me.
Love the comparison, the crossover comparison, dude. It's real though. It's real. But he has stunning power, definitely, bro. Fucking flatline layout. Yeah, I think it was like plus 4. Still, dude.
Sheesh.
That wasn't Abu Dhabi though, where the OVs don't lose, bro. They don't lose in Abu Dhabi. Taco Padilla is the biggest lock of the card. Smash the dog and shout me out next week. I'm with you, Duke. I'm with you, bro. I'm on
a lot of dogs this card. I don't really bet because of the odds. I really bet on who I think is going to win the fight. It's crazy. I got so many underdogs going.
They're all live. Live. I wouldn't be shocked. All right, we got Matt Schnell taking on Joseph Morales. Joseph Morales coming in off the win to Alibieris to become the Ultimate Fighter. His last time out as a big dog. Now he's taking on Matt Schnell, and he's a big favorite. So he went from a huge dog to Alibi, and now he's sitting at minus 345 now.
Wow.
Matt Schnell, plus 266. Matt Schnell comes back at. He is also coming off a win to Jimmy Flick. The Brick Flick got a win. Matt Schnell did, and I think that was his first fight after he retired. So maybe he's going to retire again. Who knows? But Morales is the younger fighter. He was in the UFC for a while, got cut, worked his way back, won a couple fights on the Ultimate Fighter against really good prospects, man. Like those two guys he beat in the Ultimate Fighter house are very good flyweights. Like they should be in the UFC. One of them just got signed. One of them should have been signed. But you know, I think Morales is just probably gonna fucking work Matt Schnell, dude. Like,
yep.
Morales is good. Like he's 31 or 32. Like he's kind of in his prime right now. And he has like probably the perfect game to beat Matt Schnell. Matt Schnell has terrible takedown defense. I mean, Morales is a good grappler, like nasty grappler, honestly. And his striking solid as well. He's probably the way more durable guy than Matt Schnell. I mean, Matt Schnell has good skills on paper, but for one, he doesn't have good durability, doesn't have the best submission defense, and he kind of always finds himself looking for like a brawl. So when you have a glass chin like that, it's not good.
Yeah.
And when you get aggressive like that, you're going to give up submission. So I think Morales rolls here. I'll take Morales inside the distance, man.
Yeah.
That's minus 105. What do you think?
Yeah, you basically said it all right there. That's how I'm feeling too. I was there live when Matt Schnell fought Sumo Darji. That was so fucking crazy to witness in person. So I got like a soft spot in my heart for Matt Schnell because of how demon he is to come back from that Sumo Darji, those nasty elbows. Crazy fight. But then you look at the Urseg loss. It's like, was that in round 1? Do you remember the Urseg KO? Or was that round 2?
It was round 2.
Got you. Yeah, just not a good look overall. I thought this guy retired like 2 or 3 times. I couldn't believe he was the co-main event of this card. Joseph Morales, his last fight, it was just like the Hokit thing where I'm just like not even touching it, not studying it. But I do watch it, and I was super impressed with Joseph Morales in his last fight. Like you said, huge underdog. I saw everybody and their mother picking the other guy, and then he came out there and dog walked him. The other guy didn't even win like 10 seconds of the fight, you know.
Yeah.
It might be considered like a big step up in competition, but not really, just because Matt Schnell has been in the UFC. But I gotta trust my guy Joseph Morales. He looked great in his last performance. Matt Schnell's in the decline. Like you said, glass chin, and not the best with takedown defense. So we'll say a prayer with Joseph Morales.
Dude, that Sumaderchi fight with Schnell.
Bro, I hit a parlay that night too. I was in heaven. I got to see that and hit a parlay.
I hit Schnell by sub in that fight.
Wow.
I like plus 800, dude. It was disgusting.
Holy shit. Bro, every time Sumadarji would grab him and then just think he did that to him like 10 times and Schnell would like collapse and wake back up. Oh my god, that was so crazy.
Like one of my favorite fights of all time, honestly.
Yeah, it's hard to hate Matt Schnell after that comeback win, but
it's so funny to hear like you were at the fight, so you didn't hear
Yeah.
the commentary, but like DC was like losing his mind.
Yeah, I think I watched it after the fact. I heard him just screaming.
He was like screaming and laughing at the same time. It was awesome.
Yeah, and then when he got to finish, he was freaking out.
It's like one of the few times where I'll like enjoy the commentary when they're like something crazy's happening. They're just freaking out. I love it. But
and the way Sumo Darji just like flopped over at the end, he was just like lifeless. So crazy.
Just like bloodied up to hell.
Yeah.
And I think he had the double knee sleeves that fight.
He usually has them. That's his go-to.
Oh my god. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, Schnell looked fucking dead and then just triangle choke off his back. It's fucking funny.
Insanity.
No, I had Schnell money line. I threw my beer. We lost it. That was a bloodthirsty crowd, dude. That was a crazy card for me. I think I had Schnell by sub, and I had Li Jingling by KO over Salikov as a dog too. So
I can't remember who I had. It was like a 4-leg. I turned 30 into 300, and I had the main event when was it Ortega that got hurt? Yeah, it was Ortega and Yair, and I had Yair. I didn't even know what happened. The lights came on, and the fight was just over, and I was like, "Damn, I guess I just hit that."
There you
Crazy.
Go. Did I pull up the odds? I don't think I did, but I guess the line moved since in the few minutes that we were talking.
Can you see double chance on there?
Suspicious line movement. Who knows? But Joseph Morales minus 415 after he was just minus 315.
Matt Schnell's injured.
Yeah, who knows? But double chance inside the distance for Morales minus 105. Best number right now.
It's not bad. It's not horrible.
Not bad. I think it's probably gonna be a sub. But I wouldn't be surprised if it's a KO. What is the fucking Morales?
Yeah, I've been loving my double chances recently just because you see some freak submissions. I'm just trying to. I did that with the Radke fight. KO sub wasn't that much crazier than picking one or the other. So stuff like that helps me out.
I had on that fight, I had Radke round 1 or 2 finish.
Ouch.
Yeah. Couldn't get the rear naked choke in round 1, but you got it with 30 seconds left. Thanks, Charles.
At least you didn't miss out on a plus 17,000 because of Bulgarian.
Yeah, at least there's that.
That felt good.
All right, let's go to the main event. We got Gabriel Bonfim taking on Randy Brown. Randy Brown coming off the victory over Nicholas Dalby. Gabriel Bonfim coming off the questionable decision over Wonderboy Thompson. Bonfim sits at a minus 182 favorite. Randy Brown comes back at plus 157. I think Bonfim in the smaller cage could be a benefit for him if he wants to get some grappling going. But Randy Brown, really good striker, a guy that relies on his jab. Bonfim also kind of relies on his jab, but I think Randy's jab is going to be a bit longer than Gabriel Bonfim. So I think Bonfim's probably going to have to grapple here. If he doesn't, he could, hurt Randy Brown on the feet. I don't think Randy Brown's the most durable guy on the feet, man. He got dropped against Dalby in his last fight, which is not the best look, man. Not the best look. He's been hurt in a couple other fights as well. So I do think Bonfim's the rightful favorite. And if he does get his grappling going, I think he could look this price or even higher. But Brown's takedown defense is pretty solid. It's going to be tough to take down a guy that's that tall. I think his initial takedown defense is good, but if you work and chain through positions, I think he can get him. I think Bonfim's a decent wrestler, and he's willing to shoot multiple times. But if he can't get the submission early, over the course of 5 rounds, I don't know how this fight's going to look. I feel like it probably favors Randy Brown. So I think it's Bonfim early or Randy Brown late. But I could see either guy hurting each other early on as well. So I think it's a pretty good fight. So I don't think I'll attack it from a money line perspective, but I might take a poke on some Bonfim early sub props or just early finish props. I'm going to check those lines. What do you think?
Yeah, it's a tough one. I really like this fight because it, on paper, it looks like striker versus grappler, but Bonfim does have some decent striking too. I think Randy Brown is kind of a specimen. think he's got like 6 inches of reach in this fight too. Slight age gap, which might be concerning to some people if you're worried about exiting the prime. Brown is 35, Bonfim is 28, so you could say one guy's exiting the prime, one guy's entering. I went back and forth on this. I said Brown, then I switched to Bonfim, and I think I'm back to Brown only because if it gets out of like the first and second round, I am scared for Bonfim's gas tank a little bit. The Wonder Boy performance wasn't the best for me. Lost to Dalby. Randy Brown beat Dalby. MMA math. Brown automatically wins. Yeah, I'm going to have to go Brown on this one. Stuff those takedowns. If he doesn't, he's absolutely screwed. But if he can at least stuff them, maybe not, but at least just survive rounds 1 and 2, I think he can put it on Bonfim a little bit after he gasses. Basically what you said. Bonfim early, Brown late, 5-rounder. I like this a lot. Small cage too. I just don't know if Brown gets the finish. I guess so. If I'm scared for Bonfim's gas tank, I'm going to say Brown gets the KO. So I'm going Randy Brown KO on this one.
That is sitting at plus 350.
All right, it's up there. It's up there, but not too scary.
Bonfim,
it's live, boys. It's live.
Bonfim's sub is plus 160. Not a whole lot of juice on that one.
I meant to check my DraftKings. DraftKings, you can do Bonfim sub or Brown KO. You can bet both at once.
Yeah, my worry with Brown is he's 35 now, which is kind of sketchy. And honestly, I look at his win streak.
My biggest worry is he got subbed by JD.
Yeah, he got rocked before that, but that could definitely happen here though. That's the thing.
Yeah,
a lot of people are going to bring up the battle fight and say that he won, and I kind of agree.
Yeah, I thought he kind of won that.
But look at his win streak, man. It's 40-year-old Dalby, 38-year-old Easy Dos Santos.
Yeah, I get it.
Old Salikov. Wellington Turman's not in the UFC anymore. Lost to JDM round 1.
Yeah.
40-year-old Trinaldo.
Yeah.
I feel like he's just kind of beating up on these older guys.
Mm-hmm.
And, the counter argument would probably be for Bonfi. He's going to be like, well, he just beat a 41-year-old Wonder Boy Thompson. But
barely, too.
Yeah, and barely. But, Wonder Boy is still fucking good, man.
No, yeah, Wonder Boy is super hard to figure out.
Super good. He was beating Buckley before he got knocked out. Wonder Boy's only been submitted, I think, once in his career, and it was by Shavkat.
Yeah.
And obviously, Bonfi's, most of his wins are by sub. 13 of his, 18 wins are by sub.
Yeah.
So, I feel like if he gets Randy Brown to the ground, it just takes one mistake, the fight's over. Bonfim's got a deep submission package, nasty guillotine, good anaconda, good darce, solid rear naked choke. You got the Von Flu as well, arm triangle. And his takedowns, I don't really like his takedowns because he uses so much energy. If you watch his takedowns, he is getting his arms wrapped around the waist, just picking you up. You can't really defend him because it's just all muscle. He's just picking you up and dropping you. So they're really effective, but it does take a lot of energy to do that. So that's why I kind of say Bonfim early. He could just go out there and run through him and get an easy sub or even hurt him on the feet. Like I said, Brown got dropped by Dalby. So I'll probably look for a Bonfim round 1 or 2 prop when it comes out. I don't think it's out now.
Do you know what Bonfim just round 1 is? Do you have that?
Yeah, Bonfim round 1 is plus 425, plus 460.
Huh. Yeah, it makes sense. That's why it's such a coin flip for me. It's what happens with these takedowns? What happens with Brown on the ground? What happens if Brown survives them for 2 rounds? It's
yeah. If I'm Bonfim and I'm coming into this fight, I don't want it to go into the third, man.
Yeah, it could be a good live betting spot. The third if Brown's a plus 500.
Yeah, I agree.
Scary, but I like it.
parlay JDM is nasty on the ground. One of the Bonfim brothers always loses. Both of them never win. If Ishmael loses, I'm hammering Gabriel's money line, vice versa.
I think there was one card where they both lost. I'm pretty sure that happened. Maybe not.
Oh, no, it wasn't. No.
It wasn't the same card.
What was that?
Was it the Bashrap brothers? I know there's some brothers that both baited. Maybe not.
I think when Gabriel Bonfim lost, I think Ishmael was supposed to fight on the card, but his fight got.
Okay. Got you.
Gotta love that Brown was training out there in Philly with Brady and Pfeiffer. Trust that camp, and I think he can land the shot similar to Dalby.
All right.
Bonfim.
There you go. I like that even more now.
Yeah, I think Bonfim just gassed in that fight, honestly, but kind of seeing bonding. Just keep saying bonding. Bonfim guillotine. Could see it. Bonfim went to decision with a quitter who got beat by Phil, bro. Okay. They both won the Terrence McKinney card. Yeah, it's true. Honestly, think both Bonfim bros are losing. He could do a fade the Bonfim bro parlay. Probably pay what?
That's technically what I'm doing, I guess. I think I picked against the other Bonfim too.
That probably pays plus 350, plus 400.
I said Padilla. Sheesh.
All right, bro. You say you wanted to give out some parlays before we hop out of here?
Yeah, I got way too many underdogs in this card. Holy shit. All right, so we'll give you guys which one's more horrible? Let's see.
Give us the lock, bro. Give us the lock.
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't do locks. I do like Hail Mary long shot jumpers.
Hail Mary lock.
Hail Mary long shot jumpers that go through. Plus 7,000 on a 3-leg. $5 wins you 355. You don't gotta bet 50. Brown KO. Muslim Salikov KO. This is horrible. Bueno Silva decision.
Bueno Silva decision.
It has life. It has life. $5 for 355. You don't gotta bet a lot. Just bet a little fucking Whopper cheeseburger and hopefully win $300. And then this is a round 1 parlay, 3-leg. Doesn't matter who wins, just anybody wins in round 1. For the Brown fight ends round 1. For the Muslim Salikov fight, same shit. And for the Hydra Amil fight, same shit. It's almost a plus 1,900. Everything round 1. Brown, Muslim Salikov, Hydra Amil.
Not bad. Not bad.
No locks, but we got Hail Marys. Let's get it.
T-Swizz, Salikov KO, Brown KO, Padilla KO, and Tulio KO. What's the odds?
He gets it. Hey,
I'm not going to put that together to tell you the odds, but it's probably pretty juicy, bro.
You want to give us a sketchy 3-leg?
Yeah, let's hear.
No, for you. I'm saying, do you want to give us one?
Oh, I mean,
we need a Hail Mary from Hejov.
All right. Let me see if I can actually put this together to see what the odds are going to be.
Are you guys doing the long shot show this week or not this week?
I think we should be. Yeah. I don't know why we wouldn't, unless somebody wants to skip out on it. Hold on. Let's see if I can put this together.
Get it.
I have an idea, but I want to see what the actual odds are. And
I found stuff I believed in slightly, and I looked at the odds. I'm like, all right, this is the one.
I kind of want to lock it in if I'm actually feeling it, you know?
I'll give you guys one more. This is like my safety 3-leg. I don't know what it comes out to plus 253. So this is the should not lose parlay or can't lose. It's like your many men, basically. The only downside is I have a point spread in there. I'm sorry, guys.
Oh, gross.
Bueno Silva point spread plus 3.5 is minus 165. The Bonfim fight, no distance, minus 320. And I don't know why I did this, but I did it. Hydra Amil money line. Can't lose parlay plus 253. Let's go. That was for you, T-Swizz.
Shout out T-Swizz. All right, we're going. We're almost done. We got 2 legs. We got 2 legs. We need a third. We need a third. Oh, God. No, I don't want to do that. We don't really have props out. Fuck.
I'll give you guys a combo to remember in the meantime. This is what you got to do. Bink, bink, boom, boom, block, boom, boom, duck, boom, boom. Screen record that. You're set.
All right, here we go. It's plus 1,045, so about 10 to 1. Should be easy. 3 legs.
Lock.
I think these are the last 3 fights on the card, too. All right, first leg. We got under 1.5, Salikov, Medic. All right. Paying minus 175 on this book, which is pretty shit, but you might get better. Second leg. Joseph Morales by sub. Plus 175. Matt Schnell double taps. Easy.
Hasn't he done that before, or is that somebody else?
Twice. He's done it twice. Done it twice, dude. It's probably going to happen a third time.
Oh, Jesus.
Bad things come in threes. Matt Schnell double taps for the third time. And to cap it off, Gabriel Bonfim by sub. Doesn't matter what it is. Darce, Gilly, rear naked, Von Flu, arm triangle, whatever it is. Gabriel Bonfim gets a sub. That's 10 to 1 plus 1,045. $100 wins 1,045.
That is live, my friends.
Let's go.
That is live.
All right, let's hop out of here. Appreciate you for joining me tonight, Parlay Princes.
Of course.
Princess. Check him out on YouTube. His tag is in the title and the description down below. You've been putting out content lately, or what are we doing here?
I've been sleeping on YouTube. I'll do live streams like 3 times a week just to like talk picks, fuck around. Not too much long form content, but definitely check me out on Instagram, Parlay Princes. I've been posting funny memes. I'll be doing UFC news. You'll see my stupid ass long shot parlays, my plus 30,000s with $1 on it. I'll post all of them for free. So if you like some cheap little long shots, check them out. Parlay Princes, not Princess.
For the degenerates out there, go check out the $3 to win $1 million.
I'm like Matty Betts, but I'm poor, so I do like $1, $2.
The realistic Matty
Betts.
Not everybody has $5,000 to drop on a cycle,
Exactly.
All right. Well, appreciate you for joining the second consistent Long Shots Only member to join the HI Picks live stream. So shout out to you. Shout out to everybody that joined in the chat. It was a good time. We're almost at 2 hours for a fucking Apex card with 11 fights. What a night. But we'll be back very soon. Till next time, boys. We out.